alongside the Braum can be a lethal duo.
Yeah, I love the mobility. Well, you know, you're facing this AL squad here. Mobility looks very good to get away from.
Wandering in. Again, often with the Ziggs, you know, you can take control of the lane early on, but Braum is just so good into these melee options. It makes it hard for Kyle to do much, and Junja to commit to the dive, moves in. Central charge doesn't do a whole hell of a lot. 3 markup, that's 4 on the concussive blows. Kaiwing now moving out. Tower angle flawlessly traded. No one nearby to punish.
To contest, Leona's pretty far away. Leona and Orianna will come, but it is later.
Tarzan. Ready with the wind becomes lightning. Shanks level 6. So is Honkyu. 800, Smite gonna finish it. Kyle wants to keep the fight going. Junja isolated off to the side, but it's Honkyu immediately diving in on top of Tarzan, trying to stop any fall. But now it's a 3v2 in the river. Honkyu absorbing so much pressure, likely gonna cost him his life, but he manages to take one with him. CFO grabbed the objective, likely to take down Kyle as well. 1-for-1 trade thus far on top of the Drake. Flandra doesn't hit the ult! It's so close, pixels away. Kaiwing, they managed to go right back in. Kyle holding on for an extra second. Feet of warfare there. Kaiwing right in the back of the pit. He's a dead man walking, doesn't have a flash. They're gonna take a bit more time and clean him up, but my God, what a start to game 2.
Well, okay, Tarzan gets chased out of stealing the red, but they should be able to at least, they're gonna finish the burst on this one.
Finish the burst. Rest ready to contest. Doggo waiting off to the side. Coling up and available. That's Junja coming down from the stars. Tarzan isolated face first with Rest. It's going to be a tough fight, but in comes the public execution on the backside. Down goes Rest. Kyle going to take the kill. Another one going to fall as Kaiwing gets taken out. Honky versus Shanks in the bottom lane, but it might not matter. Tarzan's running for his life. Junja ready to finish that one off. Doggo gets it with a piercing light. And Honky will escape in the bot lane 1v1.
Okay, so +1 on the kills for CFO. The Pantheon ultimate allows the chase. Junja is able to force the fight. They get the extra kill. They're not going to get the extra grub, I don't think, yet, because the teleport from Leona. No. Yes?
Maybe.
So yeah. So
yes.
Leona did Tarzan, removing the enemy jungler so they could go get the 1 grub, but Tarzan then goes back to collect the final. No shroud.
Go in. Knows that he has to commit at least a little bit to get away. Wave being held. Instantaneous knockup. Nice back-up coming in from Honkyu. Redemption coming in. Healing there. They'll finally cut him down. In the meantime, a push back in the mid lane for CFO, but well played by AL.
Okay, Pantheon has ulti, so Kaiwing's trying to make time right now. They could Pantheon ulti up with the dolly.
Push in. So they want to keep playing fight. Kyle so low. Just barely able to escape the spear. The extra damage might have finished the job.
See Akali pressure up there?
Yeah.
It makes the positioning through river really dangerous for your low mobility carry.
Also, you have to keep in mind that Shanks has ticked over to level 11. It was slightly before Honkyu. Honkyu has just now gotten his, but the level 2 on that shockwave can be devastating. So something that CFO have to respect is Rest isolating Flandra.
That was, I believe, I don't know if we saw it, but Flandra flashed.
Flandra flashed, equalizer down, and of course, no way to cancel the Ambessa TP, so I like the decision to chunk out there.
AL, use that mid to get your mid priority, and then you can just have an easy setup for this Dragon number 3. And while Honkyu is pushing topside, CFO can just make the decision to give up Dragon number 3. They don't have to keep stacking them. It's the choice right now for CFO between, do we keep our Akali split pushing? I mean, the tower's going to go down early, so I guess he could just get the tower and then still have time to teleport in. Are we going to see it?
Not wanting to risk, I think, the full-on 5v5 without the setup, respecting Shanks on this Orianna, respecting the AoE damage that can come through. So instead, prioritizing the side lanes, giving up mid lane in exchange for top lane. Will they concede the Drake?
Oh, he's teleporting. Here we go.
They do want the full fist fight. Kaiwing kicking things off, already exhausted. Off on the backside, it's Rez who's getting deleted, but he manages to go golden for a brief moment. Honkyu trying to immediately follow up. Tarzan isolated. Follow-up is there, but the ulti's keeping him safe. Honkyu immediately into the midst of the entire team as Flandra is forced back for a brief moment. Junja flashing in. Shockwave yanking him right back as Honkyu continues to live, but it's hope on the backside. Honkyu alive once again. Flandra re-engaging. The shield's keeping him standing. Flandra in the midst of the entire team. He manages to make it work.
What a fight! AL clutch it out there. They're going to get the Dragon on top of all of the extra kills.
Impressive stuff. Exactly what AL needed. A gold lead, the momentum in their favor, stopping the Dragon, stacking, taking a fight off CFO.
Holy, okay. They get the extra flower petals. They get the Drake on top of it. Wow, what an amount of damage there. And the flank round the backside with the extra wave clear here. They can set up for the bottom side of the map easily. You know, top side tower goes down, and so Otacon on bottom side. They've already taken care of mid tower, so.
Moments ago, both sides knowing how crucial this Otacon is. That's the ulti coming in for Junja. Sees them in the pinch. Wants to go in. Tarzan using an ulti of his own. An immediate shutdown. Honkyu trying to find his way on to hope to make sure that no more damage can follow up. Flash forward. Stun from Kyle. And they take down Honkyu. 4-man stack from CFO though. Still standing. Still strong. 2 down.
And if they bring Ziggs over...
Kaiwing has TP. Is immediately going to TP back to the fight. They need to be careful though. Their resistances are getting shredded. Hope is going to hit like a truck. They're trying to zone Kaiwing out of the fight for a brief moment.
Burn it.
4K.
The patience. They love the patience.
Getting lower. Altin coming in from Flandre. Immediately takes down one. TP coming in the meantime for the rest of AL. Flandre flashing back to get away from Doggo. Wants to turn the fight back. Doesn't have the shield up in time as Doggo gets one back in return. AL holding the bottom lane. Standing strong. They will not concede the Herald. The patience starting to run thin. And it looks like we're going to have to go one more time because Otacon's not out of this one yet.
For it again. Are we getting back to set up for this?
One more time. Junja ulting again. Rinse and repeat. We've seen this one before, but this time it's Hope who's been isolated. Hope trying to flash away, rests off to the side. Hope blocked out the satchel, not nearly enough to keep him standing. That's the ulti from the Ziggs. Not having a whole hell of a lot of effect. Honkyu ready to retreat if need be, but Tarzan knows that he needs to follow. Equalizer to split the fight. They don't have tri-bush control. CFO, it's not a great angle to start. Rest is incredibly low, but they do have the man advantage. Instead, the Drake now set in their sights. Shanks moving in. Level 15 on the Orianna. The shockwave will hurt, but CFO refused to group. Doggo waiting over the wall. Coling to split the fight. Need to keep Tarzan away. 2K getting lower. Tarzan steals it, but Honkyu uses the Mega Blast Cone to get in. Instantly, he's suppressed by Flandre, denying the engage back in return. But AL get what they came for. They take the Drake. Safety AL continuing to chip away at these summoner spells, but their focus isn't on the objective. Junja gonna walk forward too. They're risking so much just to attempt to steal. Finding kills back now. He's knocked up. He's taken down. Tarzan grabs another. Patience resetting on Otacon. Rest about to fall, holding onto his life. Surely AL get the objective.
Good focus from AL to go for kills and not over tunnel on the Otacon. Tarzan constantly looking for anyone stepping up from the side of CFO. They get the kill onto Junja, and they will finally, Dracos, get the Otacon.
That's the patient composure we were missing in game 1 from AL, playing for the kills, not giving the opportunity for any cheeky fast plays. CFO now, after the Otacon is taken, do respond with a tower of their own.
Really good focus from AL on attacking this Akali. Flandre and Tarzan have just had their eyes set on him, constantly getting these big engages onto the Akali. Even with the Otacon being taken and the dragon being stolen by AL, and even with this tower going down, they're still slightly behind in gold.
Doggo chasing, poke damage onto Kyle. Just be careful not to overcommit here,
Pantheon
but Junja might just be on the way, and he is! It's the Pantheon! Right to the back line, Aegis assault to block, and he fall off damage. Decent equalizer to kick things off, but Tarzan is relatively untouched. Honkyu in the midst, the team almost immediately gets taken down. Ulti from Flandre! So many low health bars! Flandre, Tarzan, and Shanks tear through CFO!
AL are gonna get that Baron. I don't think there's anything Junja can do about it. Flash not coming off cooldown. AL will strike back here in game 2.
The re-engage is just so lethal. The confidence to start from CFO is good, but AL play it beautifully.
Chasing into Orianna Ziggs, Dracos.
Much to deal with. The squishy members of CFO. AL in firm control, leveraging this Baron to its fullest potential here. Red Bull Baron power play.
Shanks with the 5K damage in that last fight, and Shanks is, if you consider a stacked up Dark Seal a real item, which is like, it's kind of a real item, and he's got the Blighting Jewel as well, for it's like, it's kind of like a half item there. He's pretty full, and with the Baron buff, AL, they're not gonna let you breathe for very long. Taking down mid tower inhibitor, under fire as well. The dragon is on the table, so after inhibitor, they're gonna go towards bottom side, take down that turret.
And there's not a lot of counterplay from CFO outside of forcing an engage, but it's AL who will force it first. Tarzan getting us ticked off, immediate knockup. Down goes Rest. CFO gonna retreat, holding the line for now, but again, AL have more range, better siege tool, more threat. CFO can only force a fight. It's their only recourse against the push, against the pressure that AL are putting down. Junja gonna kick things off. Wander still has the GA. Aegis assault to keep him standing for now. Will retreat. Ball pulled back as Honkyu tries to get a little bit more space. Dash back, but he still gets clipped. Doggo now running. Wind becomes lightning as he's caught out. Forced back into the fountain as AL determined to take us to game 3. Beautiful team fighting across the board. Honkyu shut down and denied time and time again.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.